uh, I you conduct this every year also. Every year. Yeah, it's very good. Superb. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a real inspiration to us, right? Okay, here. Anyone?
Thank you for conducting it. It was a mind-blowing experience for all of us. We could meet many mindful Vaidyas, their interactions and their contribution to our all knowledge also. It has increased. And thank you for this opportunity. I think it will be also continued in the next year also. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Yes, the perspective and the brains we collected in past 2-3 days, like we never get the information will be like in last 3 years. The perspectives were like so different. You go to the deep and you thinking and you thinking. It's just you cannot stop thinking and you cannot like just explain it fully. Even though we had a long conversation, even also after the sessions also, but the topics were not ending. So obviously it's very deep. It's like a deep ocean. We all want to deep down, go and go and go, but the time is over. So yeah, I actually wanted you to do something like this, like again, if possible.
Of course, we'll do again, but may I request you to go back because you are inspired, right? You have experienced this. Would you want to go back to your colleges, create your own small groups, right? I agree. There may not be a large audience that is interested in Tad Vidya Sambhasha, but even if you begin with 5 friends, 10 friends, right? Meet every week. Take one topic. You have 6 topics, right? Go back. Create your own Ayurveda club, right? Give it a fancy new name because unfortunately we all get carried away by clubs and fancy names, right? Give it a new name. Create a club. At least these 6 themes, go back, share with your friends. Ask them also, inspire them also to go deeper and think about it, right? Okay, who else now? Sure.
Namaskaram to everyone. Actually, the Tadvid Sambhasha was fabulous, but whatever I got and I received, I perceived from this conversations is that there were many doubts in my mind are roaming. So I'll check in Samhitas, I'll read back. And one more suggestion I want to give is that you can do one topic for 3 to 4 days. So there'll be deep, thorough discussion over it. And we can make a committee over that. We can work over it throughout the year. So that would be my suggestion for this. And I want to plan over the globalization of Ayurveda for looking forward towards the Ayurveda in the worldwide. So that will be wonderful if we work over it. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Thank you. Now we start our valedictory session. I hand it over to Claudine.
Dear friends, I, Karan Lakhani from G.J. Patel Institute of Ayurvedic Studies, Gujarat, extends you all a very warm good evening. It is with a sense of accomplishment, gratitude, and touch of nostalgia that we gather here today for the valedictory function of the Ayurveda Conversations 2023. A journey that has been marked by unique debates, enlightening dialogues, and exploration of Ayurveda's timeless wisdom. This event has been more than just a gathering. It has been a platform to celebrate and honor the essence of Ayurveda. paying tribute to the legacy of Krishna Kumarji. Over the past few days, we have had the privilege of engaging with the experts, scholars, practitioners, and enthusiasts who have shared their insights, experiences, and knowledge. The diversity of topics covered, from Ayurvedic education to treatments, from herbal drugs to holistic well being, has truly made this event a melting pot of ideas and perspectives. As we approach the conclusion of this journey, it's an opportune moment to reflect on the enriching conversations that have taken place. The hallways have echoed with discussions that bridge tradition and innovation, that view ancient wisdom into the fabric of modern healthcare, and that underscore the relevance of Ayurveda in today's era. This event has made it possible through the collaboration and support of various. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our esteemed guests, speakers, and participants who have lent their voices, expertise, and enthusiasm to this endeavor. We also wish to thank our sponsors, collaborators, and the dedicated organizing team who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a reality. As we bring this event, let us carry forward the message, the knowledge, connections, and inspiration gathered here. Let Ayurveda's principles guide us in our pursuit of holistic well being and deeper understanding of life's intricates. Today, as we pay tribute to Krishna Kumarji's legacy, let us remember that his vision and dedication have been the guiding force in these conversations. Let us honor his memory by continuing to explore, learn, and share the wisdom of Ayurveda. So without further ado, let us embrace this valedictory function with a sense of gratitude for the journey we have embarked upon, and let us eagerly anticipate the wisdom that will be shared in the moments to come. Let's start with a prayer. I welcome Pambu and Lakshmi Priya for the prayer.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடைந்த கெளிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதல் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திரும்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. Amidst a huge round of applause, I invite our esteemed guests of honor on the stage. Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya, Dr. Raghurama Bhatta, Dr. Gangadharan Nair, Dr. Ganti Murthy, and Dr. Mala Kapadia. A big hand for all the dignitaries on the stage. It is with immense pleasure and honor as I extend a warm welcome to Dr. Malaji, the chairperson of Ayurveda Conversations, to deliver the welcome address for this valedictory function. Her leadership and insights have been instrumental in shaping the discourse of this event. Her leadership welcomes Dr. Mala Kapadia with heartfelt appreciation for her pivotal role in making Ayurveda Conversations a celebration of knowledge, connection, and shared growth. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Dhanyavad, Karan. Namaskaram. Gurubhyo Namaha. I have honestly no words because everyone here knows how the 3 days have gone by. It just feels like, today morning we started and already the 3 days have gone away. Thank you so much, Claudine. Gratitude to Guru Parampara and Bharatiya Gyan Parampara that we all are here together today as a tribute to Krishna Kumarji. It was his inspiration that last year, December, I still remember Dr. Ram Kumar called me and he said, let's have Tadvidya Sambhasha. And I was very excited. And that's how the entire journey of visioning whom to invite, what themes to discuss, and it all started, and Gangadharan ji is aware. He was the first person whom I called and he immediately said yes. In fact, all the dignitaries on the stage, I'm so grateful because Ganti ji, I requested for IKS Division Ministry of Education to support us in the initiative, and it immediately came as a yes. We are honored to have the presence of distinguished personalities who have already made significant contribution in the field of Ayurveda. Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya, grateful to have him here. He's the Director General of the Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Sciences, whose expertise and guidance continue to shape the direction of Ayurvedic research and practice. I welcome you to the event, Mahoday. We also have Dr. Raghurama Bhatta. I have bothered him a lot on phone and WhatsApp messages. President of the Medical Assessment Rating Board for ISM NCISM New Delhi. His insights and role have been instrumental in ensuring the quality and efficacy of Ayurvedic practices. G.G. Gangadharan ji is a well-known exponent of Ayurveda and an expert on authentic Ayurveda methods of diagnosis, especially the pulse diagnosis, and successfully treats lifestyle disorders. He has dedicated himself for the propagation of Ayurveda knowledge and promoting local health traditions. He advocates application of Ayurveda and traditional systems of healthcare to meet contemporary medicine that broadens the frontiers of healthcare research and drug development. Started his career with Ayurveda Pharmacy, AVP, Coimbatore, was the editor of a well-pioneered and rigorous scientific analysis, innovative policy development, and effective citizen advocacy to build a cleaner, safer, and healthier world. Additionally, we are honored to have Professor Ganti S. Murthy, the National Coordinator of Indian Knowledge Systems, Bharatiya Gyan Parampara, as he loves to call it, and I agree with him. systems under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. His visionary leadership has paved the way for the integration of traditional knowledge into our educational landscapes. And Shriman and Shrimati, your presence, all of you, all the students here, all the other participants, dignitaries, panelists, everyone was just a phone call away. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. I welcome you. And I'm also expressing my gratitude. Of course, the formal thanks proceeding would happen. But I honestly express my gratitude that all of us could be here together. And the young minds were able to, and this is the feedback from all the students, that what they are not getting in their colleges, obviously the curriculum is packed with information. So the knowledge and the wisdom of the dignitaries, the panelists, experts in their own areas have broadened their mind. And that's where some of them have promised me, and in next Advidya Sambhasha, we must have a feed forward system. Have they done that? So in next year, when we have this annual event again, you will have to come and share how many Tadvidya Sambhasha did you conduct? What Ayurveda club did you have? How did you spread? How did you become the brand ambassador going back from this event? With this, I invite Karan to take it forward. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you so much, Malaji, for the words of wisdom. Now I invite Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya, the Director General of Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Sciences, CCRAS, formerly Dean ITRA, to deliver the Chief Guest's address and to share his understanding into Ayurveda conversations. A huge round of applause for Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya.
Namaste to all, most respected Gangadharan ji, Dr. Bhatt, Dr. Murthy, Madam, and all the Ayurveda lovers, I can say, who are gathered here for since last 3 days to know where we are, what we can deliver, and what's our strength, and how to improve our strength based upon our lacunage. That is the purpose Krishna Kumar ji, who is the mentor, one of the modern day mentor of Ayurveda, has thought upon, and his legacy carry forward the work. Dear friends, Atma Manthan through conversion is highly essential for any science to develop. Any science or any branch or any so-called corporate sector or government sector developed based upon 4C formulas, that is communication, cooperation, coordination, and collaboration. So to have communicate with each other, the Vaidyas, the physicians, those who are directly dealing with the community, with the pharmacist, with the different stakeholders, Chikitsa Chatuspada of Ayurveda, we have to communicate each other, find out. That communication is also, there is a lot of discussion about integration. How to develop, this is not a new concept that to develop one science. This has been well discussed regarding since the time of Sushrut or ancient times. Every knowledge we have to gather, whatever the best knowledge to develop our science, we have to gather other knowledge. That point of time, different tantras were there. But now, based upon the today's 21st century, the development of science, we have to communicate with biologists, with molecular biologists, because this is the new era where the science has evolved a lot. We have to communicate with them. We have to communicate with them, and when we are going to communicate with them, we have to communicate with their language. We should be able in a position that how to communicate with them, how to make our science, our Ayurveda, which is 100% science-based since time immemorial, to make it most robust and most public-friendly. The question comes, if we are so proud of our old science, we are so proud, why people are not favoring our science till as today? There are many causes, maybe. We may be patronized, we may be governed by, the major cause is we always say that we are being governed by the different rulers, Mughals, British periods and colonial age, where Ayurveda has not been growth at that part. But that the scientists, the physicians, those who have taken lead and take our science preserve, a great salute to them. Now time has come to elaborate this, and now the world is looking after us. Previously, the post-COVID era and the pre-COVID era and post-COVID era has, as Madam rightly told in her speech, that has changed a lot the mindset of the public. Public is demanding our old system to be most effective, where they have feel the gap that yes, there is a strength in Indian system of medicines, and we have to, but they are in a lab. They again evidence-based medicines. In that way, we are that the high time that we have to prove our evidence. It's okay when we talk regarding the evidence, but evidence is always not that we have to prove with, but we are not in a position to create evidence in large number of samples. That there is a debate that why out of this 5 lakh, say 8 lakh population of Ayurveda physicians, more than 7 lakhs are practicing modern medicines, because they are not trained in that way. Since post-independence era, when Ayurveda was institutionalized, the students are not in a position to be trained with evidence-based, confidence-based practice. Yes, because when they go home, when my son or my daughter feels ill, I feel that paracetamol 500 milligrams gives quick result. But at the same time, we have not changed our dosage form. We have, since in the Kwatha, Ghana, Kwathabati, all this traditional system, but science has changed a lot. Ayurveda has never stopped for changing the formulation, changing our dosage form changes, but we have not changed. There are many causes. The causes are many, but time has now. Don't think the back. We have to think over. We have to do collaboratively. We have to create more evidence-based in terms of whatever the evidence may be, but we have to put the confidence among the public, which our ultimate target. We do practice for the society, and society needs confidence to be. They will come to us first. We should be the first choice of treatment among them. But we have many lacunas. We have to accept that for in the terms of emergency management. Every system. Why the people are coming to us? Because since last hundreds of years, when the allopathy system, our lifestyle disorders increase, they don't have any option for that. That's why people are coming to us. Previously, pre-independence era or just after independence, it's not that true that allopathy system. Take the example of diarrhea, take the example of cholera, other disease conditions where people die like fish and all the things. They have saved the life. It is not that the management, the science has saved the life. But the condition is now such that people, that other disease conditions were developed that due to lifestyle disorders. Even if emergency management also, we have showed our strength, showcase our strength in COVID. We can manage emergency. We can manage emergency, but again, this emergency management need confidence among the students. We have to showcase the students that yes, after administering these and that medications, we will have confidence among the people. So dear friends, now the present government is taking a lot of efforts for this, being representative of government. Let me say a few words about this integrative medicines. Don't mix with integration with mixopathy. That is totally different. Don't correlate their students for the students' purpose. Integration does not develop the concept of mixopathy, that I can practice allopath, allopath can practice Ayurveda. The present way of thinking of integrative medicines is that where the strength, where we have strength, yes, the cancer patients come to the hospital. They give radiations to save the life for the, but there are so many complications. We can provide the quality of life. There we need integrations where we can provide our best solutions. There are rheumatoid arthritis, lifestyle disorders, all the lifestyle disorders where there is a lacuna, we have a strength, and there. That's why Government of India has come forward. Not it that they have come for all the ICM. Now ICMR is coming forward, and since last 2 months there is a great development. Now Government of India is going to start a special project, integrative research project, ICMR AYUSH integrative research projects on all the M's, all the 22 M's. Out of them, in the first phase, 14 M's integrative research center will going to be established with few disease conditions they are being selected. So that is the way that we can build confidence among the patients that yes, Ayurveda, not only Ayurveda, homeopathy also have certain disease conditions, they have strength. Ayurveda, Unani also has strength. Siddha is also having strength in certain system of disease conditions. So all these aims has been divided. So to Ayurveda, there is integrative research is being going on. Another collaborative research, we have to, because we can't expect, why we need collaboration? Because we can't expect that a BMS scholar can develop an instrument. But very few persons are so innovative, but we have to collaborate with the scientists. Now, we are collaborating with IITs, even if for management purpose, I have ICAR, ICMR. So all this collaborate for the development of different instrument equipments also, we need a good mind for the innovations of our instrument and equipments, particularly Panchakarma, Salya Salaka, whatever the instrument equipments we are using nowadays, we have to think over in that part also, how to in a better way, in a good, effective way, we can practice Ayurveda in that way also. So we are now collaborating with IIT. We have developed automated Vasti Yantra, automatic Charasutra preparation Yantra, and now we are processing for another 2 projects. And also, we are strength area is cancer. Ayurveda, we are collaborating with Tata Cancer Research Institutes, and we have started to have this research inculcated in the students' mind. CCRS since last 1 year have started Spark program for undergraduate scholars. We have started PG Star for the post-graduation scholar. We are providing finance of 1 lakh rupee to the 100 PG scholar in the first phase, and 100 undergraduate scholar of 50,000 for 2 months. 1 lakh rupees we are going to provide, and already that has been finalized. And we are also integrated for that purpose to inculcate research idea, to have a research human resources. If Ayurveda personals with research mindset, in that way, all PhD scholars, we are providing 100 scholarship for PhDs. Out of them, 50% are for non-Ayurveda personal students from ICAR, agriculture, veterinary, all are coming together to do research on Ayurveda. So that from there, we will give some clues there. Government of India, we are working, CCRS is working on that postdoc. And also, we are going to initiate, Gangadharan sir, one program. I am not... though I can be, I'm disclosing here, that is Agni, Ayurveda Jnana Naipunya initiatives. We have a huge scope knowledge among our physicians, Ayurveda physicians. But research component is divided out of them, not reaching those populations. So now we will approach those Ayurveda physicians, Ayurveda Jnana Naipunya initiatives, that those who have good ideas, they are practicing with 100 evidence-based practice. They are having large data to make them more public friendly, to have huge sample data with safety, efficacy, everything, and probable mode of action. We are going to start that program. We have already started program, built the research ideas among the teachers under the program SMART. 10 disease conditions in the first phase, SMART phase, we have started, and we have identified 40 Ayurveda colleges. So for the first time, Research Council is also working with Ayurveda college teachers to be the PI of that project and work upon the 5-6 disease conditions, specific disease conditions, to collect huge data so that we can have a confidence on the among the mass that yes, Ayurveda is no doubt Ayurveda is evidence medicine, best medicine. Ayurveda is scientific. It is no doubt, there is no doubt about that. But the mindset of the public regarding showcasing our strength, we are very poor in communication in terms of showcasing our strength also. We are how many physicians of us, because for modern science they have the world among them. World is working on, and another thing we always forget that the science, as one of the panelists told in the previous sessions, not an MBBS scholar, MBBS student has done all this research, whatever they have carried out. It is the basic scientist who has done the research. We are not working with the basic scientists. We are very few in the organizations like CCRS, only 100 scientists are there on basic scientists. And we are expecting thousands of research projects from 100 scientists in a specific period. So, but that's why we have to work with basic scientists. And previously the scenario was different. Now, many of the basic scientists from CSIR who are working with CSIR and DST, DBT, all these organizations now, they are coming forward. A good number of research projects are being planned and in practice also. So hope in next future and a good number of research component will come out, and we will no doubt be proved our system as evidence-based practice, evidence-based system in the country. I thank organizers for providing me an opportunity to share the dais and giving me this prestige. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. I now call upon Dr. Arun Kumar, Director of I Ask Ayush, to come forward on the stage. I also invite Dr. Ilanjing, the Director of I Ask Ayush, to honor Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya. A huge round of applause for Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya, the Director General of CCRAS. Thank you, sir. Next, I invite Dr. Raghuram Bhatta, the President of Medical Assessment and Rating Board for ISM, NCISM, New Delhi, to give the guest of honor address to share his thoughts on the Ayurveda conversations.
चतुर्मुख समारंभां वाग्भटाचार्य मध्यमां अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वंदे गुरु परंपरां। वेदिकायाम् उपस्थिताः समादरणीयः गंगाधरन महोदय, आदरणीय रविनारायण आचार्य महोदय, आदरणीय वैद्य घंटी महोदय, आदरणीय माला कपाडिया महोदय, सभायाम् उपस्थिताः मूर्धन्य वैद्य विद्वांसः, तेषु अन्यतमः श्रीवत्स महोदय, कृष्णप्रसाद, सुहास शेट्टी महोदय, भास्वती भट्टाचार्य महोदय तथा अन्ये सर्वे अत्र आगताः वैद्याः, वैद्य छात्राः तथा श्रोतारः। एषु त्रिषु दिनेषु कार्यक्रमः पूर्णतया आङ्ग्लभाषया सम्पन्नः इति अहं चिन्तयामि। तत्र किञ्चित् परिवर्तनं भवेत्, संस्कृतेन तत्र कार्यक्रमः भवेत् इति विचिन्त्य संस्कृतेन वक्तुम् उद्युक्तः अस्मि। संस्कृतेन केवलं भाषणमात्रम् अत्र मम उद्देशः न, अपि तु वयं सर्वे आयुर्वेदस्य छात्राः, आयुर्वेदस्य ग्रन्थाः सर्वे संस्कृतेन एव सन्ति। तस्मात् कारणात् संस्कृतम् अस्माकं कृते अत्यावश्यकम् अनिवार्यं च। यदि वयं सर्वे संस्कृतेन सम्भाषणशीलाः भवेम तदानीम् एव वयं शास्त्रं गभीरतया अधीत्य शास्त्रगूढार्थं तथैव विविधार्थं विवक्षितार्थम् अवगन्तुं शक्नुमः। तदर्थम् अस्माभिः सर्वैः संस्कृतेन सम्भाषणं करणीयं, संस्कृतस्य अभ्यासः करणीयः। तदर्थम् अत्र विद्यमानाः प्रेरणां प्राप्नुयुः। मम संस्कृतभाषणं श्रुत्वा संस्कृतम् अत्यन्तं सरलम् इति तेषाम् अनुभूतिः भवेत्। तेन अत्र विद्यमानेषु केचन वा संस्कृतेन सम्भाषणार्थं, संस्कृतपठनार्थं, संस्कृत अध्ययनार्थं, संस्कृतद्वारा आयुर्वेद अध्ययनार्थं, तद्वारा नूतन संहिता निर्माणार्थं प्रयत्नं कुर्युः इति अहं चिन्तयामि। संस्कृतं केवलम् आयुर्वेदार्थं न, वयं जानीमः स्वातन्त्र्यं प्राप्तवतः अस्माकं 76 इयर्स् आर् ओवर्, किन्तु इदानीम् अपि आङ्ग्लभाषाम् आश्रित्य एव वयं वदन्तः स्मः। भारते शतशः भाषाः सन्ति, तेषु 22 भाषाः राष्ट्रियभाषारूपेण नेशनल लैंग्वेजेस इति अंगीकृताः सन्ति। किं तेषु सामर्थ्यं नास्ति? समग्र भारतस्य सम्पर्कभाषारूपेण आङ्ग्लेयानाम् आगमनात् पूर्वम् अत्र का भाषा आसीत्? संस्कृतभाषा एव आसीत्। पुनरपि वयं यदि समग्र भारतदेशस्य सम्पर्कभाषारूपेण एकां भाषां स्वीकर्तुं शक्नुमः तर्हि सा भाषा संस्कृतभाषा एव। तदर्थम् अस्माभिः संस्कृतेन सम्भाषणं करणीयम्। भाषायाः 4 कौशलानि: श्रवणं, भाषणं, पठनं, लेखनम् इति। इदानीं संस्कृतभाषायां पठनं भवति, लेखनं भवति, भाषणं न भवति इत्यतः श्रवणमपि न भवति। अतः अत्र न्यूनातिन्यूनं श्रवणाभ्यासः भवतु इति अहं संस्कृतेन वदन् अस्मि। अतः मम निवेदनम्, अत्र विशेषतः कोयम्बत्तूरु मध्ये वयं ये पठितवन्तः, गुरुकुलपद्धत्या शिक्षणं ये प्राप्तवन्तः, प्री आयुर्वेद कक्षायां विशेषतया संस्कृतपाठनम् आसीत्। तस्मात् कारणात् अहम् इदानीं संस्कृतेन एवं भाषणं कर्तुं शक्नोमि। मया सह ये पठितवन्तः तत्र ते अपि संस्कृतेन भाषितुं शक्नुवन्ति, संस्कृतम् अवगन्तुं शक्नुवन्ति, संस्कृतेन वक्तुम् अपि शक्नुवन्ति। स्यात् नाम यथा अहं वदामि तथा निरर्गलतया ते वक्तुं न शक्नुयुः, यतः अभ्यासः नास्ति इति कारणतः। तादृश स्थितिः पुनरपि अस्माभिः आनेतव्या अस्ति। From here I will be speaking in English because it should be understood well. Krishna Kumar ji, who is our mentor, guru, inspirer, whatever, he is our inspiration and everything. When I first came to Coimbatore for study and met Krishna Kumar ji, immediately that personality was so impressive that I felt that I have to salute him. Such a personality Krishna Kumar ji's. And after that, during those 8 years and again 3 years as a principal of Ayurveda College, Coimbatore, I had more interaction with the Krishna Kumarji, and it was, I have never witnessed a person who was so inspirative and so what you call it was an attractive personality, and whatever he says was to be followed by us. His last wish was to start again that Gurukula Shikshana Paddhati, which was stopped in about 1988, we can say. After 1986, ours was the last batch. 1986, there was no admission for pre-Ayurveda. But even after his demise, it was not materialized, but he had a long discussion with our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and our AYUSH Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kotecha ji and our Chairman Vaidya Jayant Dev Pujari ji. And because of his marathon discussion with the Prime Minister and other stakeholders, the pre-Ayurvedic course could again materialize. And when NCISM was installed, we have published now the regulation, pre-Ayurveda regulation. It is now open for public opinion, and I request all of you to give your opinion regarding that, how it can be more developed in a better way, or whatever is suggested is enough or not. Active participation of all of you should be there in the pre-Ayurvedic course. And I hope AVP has already volunteered, already promised that AVP will start pre-Ayurvedic course, and AVP will be the first institution start pre-Ayurvedic course once again. And this course will be conducted through Kendriya Samskrita Vishwavidyalaya, which was Rashtriya Samskrita Samsthan earlier, Central Sanskrit University, which is having headquarters at New Delhi, and it will be affiliated through Kendriya Samskrita Vishwavidyalaya. That is again a unique approach. How that unique approach works, I will say. Earlier, the Sanskrit stream students were allowed to join Ayurveda, but later on, when Ayurveda was considered as science subject, only those who have studied science were allowed to enter Ayurveda. And Sanskrit stream students have been blocked. But now we are opening that once again, because it is 10th. After 10th, they are joining, so that Sanskrit stream people can also join, the general stream people can also join, and there will be bridging of both Sanskrit as well as the science, PCB, whatever is required will be taught. Even not only PCB, PCMB will be taught. Mathematics will also be taught, because what our chairman Jayant Dev Pujari says is Ayurveda is full of mathematics, and he has written a book also in the name Ayurvedic Mathematics. And when he explains, it will be really very what you call fascinating to listen to him when he explains mathematics in Ayurveda. So that also is to be learned, that also is to be explored, and that's how we will bridge in the pre-Ayurvedic course. After that, even the BAMS course along with this will also be modeled in a different way. Subjects may be same, subject points may be same, but now the subjects are arranged in a vertical manner. We may think to bring it into horizontal manner. So horizontal teaching may be there, not like the modern medicine teaching, same subjects are copied now. We may change those subjects and rearrange those subjects in the years of study. And in pre-Ayurvedic course, as I have said, Kendriya Samskrita Samsthana is also, or Central Sanskrit University is also having plan to start one Ayurvedic course in their premises in Rudraprayag or somewhere. And also in the northeastern state also they are having that plan to start. So I hope in the same building, as I have understood, I don't know whether the management AVP says or not, the same building they may going to start pre-Ayurvedic course here. Within next year, it may be possible to start the pre-Ayurvedic course so that a new era of Ayurveda will once again start, where it was successfully shown that pre-Ayurvedic course is very successful in Coimbatore Ayurvedic College, which 9 batches have been studied, and they have proven that that course is very effective. Coming to the Shastriya and the modern conventional medicine, and we can say the ancient medicine, not the traditional medicine. Nowadays, Ayurveda is been included under traditional medicine, that is TCIM, what was discussed earlier. It is grouped under TCIM, but Ayurveda is not only that traditional medical system. It is traditional medical system, but it is the only traditional medical system which is a complete medical system. Ayurveda has its own basic principles. Ayurveda has its own diagnostic procedures. Ayurveda has its own treatment procedures. Ayurveda has its own treatment principles. Ayurveda has its own medicines as well. No other medical system other than the allopathy or the conventional medical system has this uniqueness. So that's why Ayurveda is a unique and a independent medical system that is to be propagated. Along with that, I can say Ayurveda, Siddha or Unani is also are there, because all are under ISM, Indian Systems of Medicines. But Ayurveda should be propagated as an independent medical system, unique medical system, which is also a traditional ancient medical system. Ayurveda should be enriched and enhanced with the Ayurveda education, Ayurveda practice, Ayurveda pharmacy, as well as Ayurveda research. These are the 4 fields of Ayurveda where we have to work and enrich and enhance Ayurvedic standards, by which globally we can establish Ayurveda as an independent medical system. For educational reforms, NCISM is there, and all of you know NCISM is working hard with the help of all the stakeholders to develop competency-based dynamic curriculum. Already first year and second year curriculum has been published. Third year curriculum will be published, and it is very well structured curriculum. And to increase the educational standards and to assess the quality of education available in each and every institutions, we are introducing rating. Already rating framework is ready. Pilot study will be carried out in September, and we will be implementing that after October or November. Until next April or May, the results will be published, and rating of the institutions will also be implemented, so that each and every institution will strive for their quality of education, what is required now. Till now, only the quantity was assessed, only the minimum standards were being assessed. Now it's not minimum standards, but the quality of education is being assessed, how good the institution is imparting the education and how good it is inspiring the students to practice Ayurveda. For that, we have included inspiration index. This inspiration index is very much important, so that we will assess that whether the institution is inspiring the students to practice pure Ayurveda. Nowadays, you know, it's not the case. Maybe the Kerala and Coimbatore tradition always preaches and teaches and gives confidence to the students to practice Ayurveda. It may not be like that in all institutions, but now it is a need of the hour to inspire the students to learn Ayurveda and practice Ayurveda in its purity. That is the educational standard which you have to improve and establish in our educational institutions. And the practitioners of Ayurveda also are to be trained to practice Ayurveda. As it's already told, 8 lakhs of practitioners are there. Among them, maybe, as he said, only 1 lakh are practicing, but it's not the case. Even more than registered practitioners, 3 lakhs are maybe practicing. And we are having even a survey of that, even female graduates, how many are not practicing, and we are trying to bring them to the practice as well. That exercise is also going on. And regarding the research, already as the research is the subject of Central Council of Research in Ayurveda, and Rabinarayan Acharya sir has said regarding research, but NCISM is also having the mandate of research, and we have already published, it is in the public domain, the research regulation. Someone has said that it is there is a need of regulations in research. In Ayurvedic field, we have formulated a regulation. It is as about 6 pages regulation in congruence with the modern practice only, modern research only. But it is the beginning of the research regulations in Ayurveda. And further regulation is also required. As the earlier discussion was going on, there should be, since I joined maybe in Jamnagar, I was thinking about research, and in all the seminars I was listening that the modern protocols, research protocols which we are following are not Ayurvedic protocols. There should be some Ayurvedic protocols. We have to follow Ayurvedic research protocols. But unfortunately, till now, no one has tried to develop such protocols except a few trials like H.C. Dhyaniji, who has done to develop the Rasa, Guna, Virya, Vipaka, etc. in the research field. Some protocols have been prepared. But other experimental or clinical research protocols, other than modern protocol, has not been developed. It is a need of the hour to develop such protocols, both literary or fundamental research or clinical research or the drug research, whatever is there. If we develop such protocols based upon Ayurvedic principles, then it will be a revolution in Ayurvedic research. I think the stalwarts like Dr. Ram Manohar and Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya and G.G. Gangadharan sir, who are here, they will guide us in this way, how to go for that and how to develop such research protocols. In the present situation, the conversation which is being the conversation which is being developed is appreciated very well, and this new method of discussion, that is Tadvidya Sambhasha, which is being developed, and it is being told that they will continue every year. I wanted to join this first time itself for all the 3 days, but unfortunately, because of the WHO and G20 summit, I couldn't attend. I was supposed to come on the inaugural day itself, but next time I will surely try to attend this Tadvidya Sambhasha and interact with you and learn from the stalwarts of Ayurveda and from the gurus of Ayurveda. And I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to be with you and discuss with you and interact with you and share my opinions with you. Thank you one and all for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I now invite Dr. G. Gangadharan, sir, Fellow of Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapeeth, Ministry of AYUSH, Government of India, to deliver the Guest of Honor address and share his opinion in Ayurveda conversations.
My humble namaskar to all of you, my friend Mala Kabadia, other colleagues, Narayan Acharya, Bhatt, Ram Kumar, and other friends who are here. I am sorry I have to intrude to others' time, but one of the things I cannot forget when I stand in front of you is the inspiration that I received from Krishna Kumarji. I spent 25 years of my time with him very intimately, very closely as a student and as a colleague and as his deputy. He is the man who hand-holded me to the wonderful world of Ayurveda when I was nowhere and no one. First of all, my humble pranams to the departed soul Sri Krishna Kumarji, who made me what I am today. This Tadvidya Sambhasha, when I heard about from Mala, it immediately struck me the need of the revival of Ayurveda, regeneration of Ayurveda, has to start from the roots of Ayurveda. We have been seeing the growth of Ayurveda laterally in many aspects, where Ayurveda gets compromised. Sometimes Ayurveda gets misappropriated to the mainstream science, succumbing its strength and losing its identity. At this point of time that we are starting to think Ayurveda from its roots. Many of you would have read the book written by the Nobel Prize winning economist Amartya Sen, The Argumentative Indian. He explains the characteristics of Indian society, where we argue it out. We don't accept anything sacrosanct. That is the greatness of this land. Even to great Acharya like Bharadwaja has to answer to his timid Shishyas and to explain to them why there is no 7 rasas, only 6 rasas. But he argued. Shishyas argued. In Mahabharata, a complete devotee of Arjuna, Krishna addresses, you get the knowledge by argument. Tadvidhi pradibadena pariprashnena sevaya. This pariprashna, asking questions over question, is the character of Indian society. That is the greatness of or uniqueness of Indian society. As Bhatta has indicated, Ayurveda is the only science which is traditional, of course, because of its historical background. But it is a complete science in whatever definition you want to give to a science. This science, not in isolation. You can see scientific streams in this country, and Ayurveda is one among them. And unfortunately, this is the only living science of India today, and becoming a great hope and expectation to the future not from Indians, but people who are working in the research frontiers of modern medicine. It has become a pratyasha. It has become a hope and expectations. Why it is happening is that Ayurveda is an evolving science. In no time in the history, Ayurveda has been stagnant. We got new formulations, we got new siddhantas, we got more ingredients, we got more bigger canvases when the time went on. But till the 19th century, the last classical Nihandu came, the Shaligram Nihandu, it has been growing. But there is a apparently stagnant period for last few hundred years. That is what we have to change. That is what we revive. That's what we have to strengthen. I think this is a process that is happening under the departed soul of Sri Krishna Kumarji. I believe it is very important to connect and understand in presence of people from the Council of Education here that Ayurveda has got our own pedagogy. Ayurveda is not taught like other Indian science, other modern sciences. Indian sciences has got its own pedagogy. There are 4 pillars of learning: Adhiti, Bodha, Acharya, Prajaranam. There are 3 levels of science. It's practice, it's Shastram, it's Tattvam. And we don't need we don't have the Tatvikas there. We don't have the Tatvikas today of the caliber of Charakas and Sushruta. And education of any kind should help us to get into the state of Tatvikas. So that Apta, who originated science knowledge from nowhere, who embedded that knowledge to the textbooks forms, who explained in the Samhita form, that is the kind of science we need. If 100 people march in that route, one person may reach, but that is what the science, that is how the science will grow. So to me, it is very important in so many ways. The revival, when I say revival, it is not revival without the soul, revival with all its inner strength, all its aspects. Then only Ayurveda can grow. And Ayurveda has always been contemporary relevant. If Ayurveda is not relevant, you and me will not be sitting. We won't be having such a expectation from the science. And you may know, if you look into the commercial side of Ayurveda, it can come to 18,000 billion US dollars from 4,000 within span of 6-7 years. We look into the quantity has been increasing. What we need is quality. I think this kind of forum should dwell into it, find out the ways and means how we can bring the best Ayurveda physicians out of the academia. My hope is that only through creating excellent clinicians, that is the only way for Ayurveda to revive, to regenerate, to contribute. Everything can be built on good clinicians. What we lack today is good clinicians. When I started my career, one thing I did that whatever I may do, end of the day, I'll be in my clinic. That has helped me a lot. If I am able to talk anything on Ayurveda, it is because of my clinical experience. So I want every one of you, first become a clinician. Don't get into this attraction of research, other things, etc. Everything can come. If you are a good clinician, everything can be built upon that. If you're not a good clinician, things will not happen the way it should happen for science of Ayurveda. For the paucity of time, but because of my enthusiasm and interest in the kind of subject you are dealing with and the kind of people who are organizing it, I'm extremely happy to be with you, and I wish this program all success. Let us do together more and more such ventures. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. I invite Dr. Raghuram Bhatta, sir, to honor Dr. G.G. Gangadharan, sir. A huge round of applause for Dr. G.G. Gangadharan, sir, Fellow of Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapeeth, RAV, Ministry of AYUSH, Government of India. Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your precious time and gracing this evening. I invite Dr. Elancherium, Principal, Emmanuel Arsan Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, I Ask Ayush, and Dr. Seena, Vice Principal, Emmanuel Arsan Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Dr. Izihil, Director, I Ask Ayush, to honor Dr. Raghuram Bhatta. Let's have a huge round of applause for Dr. Raghuram Bhatta, President, Medical Assessment Rating Board for Indian Systems of Medicine, New Delhi. Now I call you, right? It's not there. Who is going to honor? Thank you so much, sir. I now call upon Dr. Ganti Murthy ji to share his views on the Ayurveda conversations.
Matrubhyo Namaha, Pitrubhyo Namaha, Gurubhyo Namaha, Sabhavai Namaha, Sabhapadibhyascha Namo Namaha. A very good evening to all of you. So it was wonderful 3 days of experience here, listening to the Ayurvedic conversations. I know we are running late, so I'll just make 3 points in 3 minutes. The first point that I want to make is there has been a lot of discussion that we had here about science and how do we want to integrate that with Ayurveda and things like that. Please remember that when we talk about science, it is not a monolithic concept. There are 2 parts of that. One is science is made of essentially 2 parts, scientific principles and then scientific methods. The scientific principles, methods are objective and they are something that keep evolving. So as you think about your practice, think about how the methods have kept evolving and incorporate newer and newer methods. So we have talked about new methods of diagnostics and everything into your Ayurvedic practice. That is something that you can do. And then when we talk about principles, this is exactly what makes Ayurveda Ayurveda. What makes principles is basically that makes the thing unique, and that brings the Bharatiya Drishti. The Drishti makes the principles unique, and these principles are eternal, they don't change, whereas the methods keep changing. So that is what is the difference between the allopathy and the Ayurveda, the principles and the Drishti of how you look at things. So think about what makes Ayurveda Bharatiya, part of Bharatiya Jnana Parampara. What makes it Ayurveda Ayurveda? So those principles are something that you cannot compromise on, whereas the methods are something that you can evolve on. Then the second point I'm going to make is that, I come from the land of Kalidasa, near Ujjain. So he says, 2000 years ago, Purana mityeva nasadhu sarvam najabhya kavyam ravamityavadhyam santah parikshant titarat bhajante modah parapratyayanaye buddhi. The point is, don't be led by the opinions of others, but do the pariksha of whatever the knowledge is, whether it is new or old, and then based on the merits, accept it. But here I would like to add one caution of what Swami Vivekananda ji had said about approaching the Bharatiya Jnana. He said, whenever you approach any Rishi Parampara, especially the Rishi Parampara from the Bharatiya culture, then approach it with the aspect of Shraddha and the belief that it is true, and then examine it. Study and examine it. But then if you are going to accept anything foreign, first be critical about it, look at it, then if you find it true, then accept it. So the point is not discarding the critical aspects or the Shraddha, but the point is how and what sequence you need to have. And then the last point is, I want to quote Baba Dayom. He was a Senegalese forest engineer. In 1968, there was a Delhi conference in New Delhi. He made this statement that we conserve what we love, and we love what we understand, and we understand what we are taught. Therefore, there is nothing except teaching this and keeping this parampara alive. So it's all in your hands now. So please take this parampara. It's our Rishi parampara, and we need to take it forward. Dhanyavada. Namaste.
The certificates of all the participants will be given from the MC desk. Please collect them after the ceremony. I now call upon Dr. Srija Mohandas to give the vote of thanks, the convener of Ayurveda Conversations 2023.
Namaskaram all. As we conclude this exceptional journey of Ayurveda conversation, I stand before you with immense gratitude and a heart full of appreciation of the collective effort that have made this event the inspiring success that it is. Our shared dedication to the wisdom of Ayurveda has brought us together, and each one of you has played an integral role in making this event a reality. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the esteemed guests who generously shared their support through videos, Vaidya Rajesh Koteja ji, Shashi Tharoor ji, David Frawley ji, and Dr. Intulal. Your presence, even in virtual realm, has brought us depth and wisdom into our discussions. To all our esteemed panelists and guests, including the dignitaries on the stage now, Rabinarayan Acharya ji, Raghurama Bhatta ji, Ji sir, and Gandhi ji, and Mala ji, and other panelists who joined us virtually. All of your physical and virtual presence has ignited the discussions, making them enlightening and enriching. Thank you. The Indian Knowledge System, IKS, division of the Ministry of Education, Government of India, deserves a special mention for their unwavering support, reaffirming the significance of Ayurveda knowledge. MGR University and Ayurveda College, Coimbatore, your collaboration in providing continued medical education certification has enhanced the value of our event. Thank you. The collaboration, involvement, and support of Punarnava Ayurveda Trust and Vaidyagrama have been the cornerstone of making Ayurveda conversation a reality. Your dedication to the holistic vision of Ayurveda has been truly inspiring. The IAS initiative by the Ministry of AYUSH, led by Dr. Ilan, Dr. Soman, and Dr. Samuel, and others, and their team has elevated the discourse of this event and our discussions. Thank you. A heartfelt thank you to the Ayurvedic Pharmacy Private Limited and Ayurvedic Trust for their immense support, which has been pivotal in the success of our endeavor. My appreciation goes out to all the colleges that participated in Ayurveda conversations. Your engagement has made this event a platform of shared learning and growth. Thank you. Our sponsors, Ranjit Puranik ji of Shri Bhut Babeshwar Limited, Maharishi Ayurveda, Dabur India, Grace Greens Ayurveda Mart, Aham, Ashirvad Ayurveda Pharmacy, Ashirvad Travels. Your support has been instrumental in the triumph of Ayurveda conversations. Thank you. Then, Dr. Prasad sir, your thoughtful suggestions and Swadhyayam have been invaluable in shaping the core essence of our event. Your guidance has been a guiding light in this journey. Thank you. Dr. Srivats, your steadfast support as one of our own has been a source of encouragement and strength throughout this endeavor. Thank you. A special shout out to Dr. Mayal and his team for sharing their experience in the satsang and enriching our discussions with real world insights. Thank you. Malaji, your role as chairperson, resource person, and all-around amazing person has infused the spirit of Ayurveda conversations immensely and with profound insights and energy. Thank you so much. Pavani ji, my co-convener who is not here, your role as the co-convener has been pivotal in coordinating and organizing various facets of this event. Thank you. Dr. Ramaprasad sir, your meticulous video recording has ensured that the knowledge that is shared before the conversation will continue to inspire in the days to come. Thank you so much. To our moderators and chairpersons, you guys carried this program to what it is today. What we envisioned, you carried it above and beyond that, and you made it what it is today. Thank you so much. To every participant, online and offline, your presence has transformed Ayurveda conversations into a transformative experience. Your enthusiasm and engagement have brought vibrancy into the discussions. Thank you. A special mention goes to all the volunteers, especially to those from Ayurveda College, Coimbatore, and others whose selfless contributions have been pivotal to the seamless execution of the event. And also I would take a moment to mention Miss Claudine, who has so helpful in arranging and managing the stage. A heartfelt thank you to our event organizing team. Your dedication, creativity, and meticulous planning have brought our vision into life. Thank you. To Dr. Ramkumar, your timely pushes and unwavering dedication has been instrumental in bringing our vision to life. Thank you for your support. And lastly, to Team Sharanya, your wholehearted effort and unwavering commitment have been the backbone of this event, transforming it into a concept to reality. Thank you. As we part ways, let us carry the wisdom and inspiration that we have gathered here forward with us. May the spirit of Ayurveda continue to guide us towards holistic well-being and timeless knowledge. Thank you all for being a part of Ayurveda conversation, and I look forward to our paths crossing again. The journey continues, learning and growth. Thank you. Thank you all.
And a big round of applause for Shrija for leading the entire Saranya team and the entire Saranya team for wonderful arrangements.
This brings us to the end of this ceremony. I request everyone to stand by for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone.